Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another one? Daps, what you telling me, bro?
What are you saying, bro? Is that right? So is that your backdrop or is that a green screen?
That's the green screen, bro.
Wow, that's clean. That's
Hey,
clean.
bro.
That's clean.
Listen,
The light must be good.
listen, you know them way there, bro. Listen, man's invested. Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
big up the chat. What you man telling me, bruv? I know you Chelsea man, bruv. You couldn't wait for today, blood. And I got to see Don later, bro. I swear down. I sent him the link to the stream. A man just said, see you later, you know. I know this guy's gonna piss me off today, blood.
You know what? Shout out to Chelsea, innit? Shout out to Cole Palmer. We'll take some of that. That was our academy, innit?
A different gravy, Cole Palmer, man. What he done yesterday was nuts, man. Shout out Chelsea though, man. I swear down, like football heritage is a real thing. Like I keep telling people, as much as people say, oh yeah, like bruv, it's real, innit? Like,
I've never played it down ever.
If you look at the roller coaster journey Chelsea have been on, in the last 4 years. from winning the Champions League to winning the Club World Cup, yeah. Brother, it don't matter what's happened to these men. Brother, they still end up back here, bro. It's crazy.
It's heritage should never, especially even more so in cup competitions. It's a real thing, man. It's a real thing. Do you know what? As well, I've got to be real. Shout out to Maresca as well. Because, like, you know what? The other thing that's a real thing in football is momentum and confidence, yeah? And Maresca had to overcome that yesterday. Like, you know, he had to get those players to listen to him and block out all the gas around PSG, right? And to just listen and play the way he told them to play. Like, and you know what? To anyone that's young or anyone that's got kids, yesterday, yeah, was a good lesson that sometimes you should stand up to bullies because they're not as hard as you think.
Yeah. Bro, this is the thing with PSG. We saw yesterday, if you get in and amongst them, you can get change out of them. Do you know what I mean? And Chelsea won all the 50-50s, turned the 50-50s into 60-40s. And that's how they won the game, bro. They look like they just wanted it more, bro. And it's not to take anything away from Chelsea to say that PSG didn't want it enough, but it's almost like PSG thought they could just turn up and win the game.
Yeah.
Chelsea had other ideas for them.
Yeah. It's like Maresca said to him, listen, don't be scared of the bully, right? Everyone, the momentum of PSG going into that game obviously would have had some Chelsea players thinking, but this is a thing now for that Chelsea team to rock up and, like, in the last 2 months, they've won 2 trophies. I've always said a taste of, once you taste blood, you want more.
100%.
Right? And this group of Chelsea players now all of a sudden are going into next season thinking, you know what, we've just taken out the champions of Europe. Like, forget them. I mean, they can also say we're the champions of the world, but they can say this, you know, this Luis Enrique team that everyone was saying is invincible, like is going to do back-to-back Champions Leagues, is built differently. They just rocked up and said, really? Like, and the thing is, do you know what? If I go back to when we played them in January at their gaff, right? I went over there for it, yeah. We were 2-0 up. Right, now we lost 4-2, but that was remember, City in January were not a good City, and we were 2-0 up. And I was thinking, right, this PSG team is not invincible, but momentum got behind them, obviously, and carried them, did what they did. But now Chelsea have just rocked up and done the thing. And Cole Palmer and Pedro look cold together. They look.
Bro, like, Chelsea finally got one right. Do you know what I mean? All that billion quid they spent, they finally signed a player that's come in and he's made an instant impact. Him and Cole Palmer.
Real talk.
Cole Palmer made an instant impact for 40-odd million they got for him. Do you know what I mean? They've had a lot of misses. I was telling Don, they had a lot of misses with the Modrics and the Joao Felixes. And like, if you could arguably throw Sancho into that.
Netos, you could throw in there. There's a lot.
Neto to me still looks at pony, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But it's one of them ones where they spent 60 M's on him. And to get João Pedro for 60 million. Now, if that's what a 60 million player looks like, then Neto, you have to look at him differently.
Yeah, facts.
And the lap is going to take a little while, bro. After what João Pedro's done, the lap's going to have to hold bench, I'll be honest. Like, it's looking at him as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know what it is for Delap now? It's one of them ones where, like, see, I think Delap's a good footballer.
So do I.
But the key here now is, right, you've been given an opportunity. When you get the chances, you have to take them. And that is what makes you an elite footballer. So when Delap does get the chances, that connection him and Cole Palmer have already got from City days, he needs to make the most of that, because otherwise he's not, you know, he'll probably be so. If he doesn't, they'll, you know, Chelsea will feel no way about selling him next summer. So he has to take them opportunities.
But this is what I rate about Chelsea. If you don't do it, their man will cut their losses, you know.
Yeah, facts.
They'll fully cut their losses. And bro, they need to. They need to if it doesn't work out. Do you know what I mean? But the way João Pedro has stepped in, hey bro, it's peak, fam. I can't even lie. Like, if you're the lap, you just gotta say, you know what? Fuck it, innit? Like, I'll wait my turn. You gotta wait his turn now, bro.
Yeah. Someone just made a good point there in the comments. It's a bit like when City got Alvarez just before they got Haaland.
Mm.
And then it's like, right, sometimes it's a good thing. You two battle it out.
Yeah, true. But when he went there and put that number 9 shirt on his back, I don't think he thought he was gonna have his work cut out like this, mate. I'm telling you, Pedro come through, scored the mad goal, crazy link play, man done the Ronaldinho celebration. I was like, bro, this guy is a monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
To do that in a game of that magnitude as well against the European champions, man, dink the goalkeeper, like
yeah. Bro,
incredible.
You know what? And you got to say, like, Chelsea deserved it as well yesterday.
Oh, thoroughly.
Yeah. So shout Chelsea, man. Shout Chelsea and PSG. Probably the awakening they need. That, they're not just gonna, winning one Champions League's hard enough, but I know PSG would have been thinking recently, yeah, we've got this back-to-back Champions League thing. And I know straight away people saying, oh, it's just a bad day for PSG. Maybe it is
a bad day to have a bad day, bro.
Yeah. But bro, if I don't really hear bad days at that level. Like when we lost the Champions League final to Chelsea, I wouldn't say that was a bad day. We lost to a better team, right? You can do the bad day thing if you want, or ultimately you just weren't on job and they were. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know, man. I think it's good for the Premier League because now straight away you've got to say Chelsea are going to be going into it hungry. Can't get carried away and start thinking, yeah, that's it. Chelsea are now the team everyone has to beat or nothing like that. But this young squad have now tasted 2 trophies in the last 2 months.
Bro, that can do nothing but good things. Like I see some people trying to downplay the Conference League, but it's like, bro, a trophy's a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Like it breeds habit. Like even City under Pep, that League Cup, they used to love winning that League Cup.
Bro,
you win it nice and early.
Yeah. Facts, big fact. And that was the first trophy we won under Pep was a fucking League Cup, innit? So those trophies mean a lot, especially to a young group of players. You have to, and the fact is that they've kicked on and done the Club World Cup. And do you know what? I remember when the Club World Cup started on Talk Sport, I was driving somewhere, and this guy was saying, he was talking about the odds, obviously the odds on PSG, the odds on City, the odds on Bayern, the odds on, can't remember, Real Madrid. And he said, but for me, the money's on Chelsea. You get good odds on Chelsea, and Chelsea could do this. And now I think, my man was right. They went through there nicely. Yeah, man, confidence for them. And the mad thing is now, I wouldn't rule out Todd Bowley going, right, cool. Well, now I've seen 2 trophies. I'm going to back you a bit more because what else do you need, Maresca? Because
nothing breeds confidence more than winning trophies, innit? Do you know what I mean? So when I got Arsenal man in the chat chatting about trophies, bro, listen, you man sit this one out, innit? You know what I'm saying? This ain't for you. This ain't for you. This convo ain't for you.
Bro, do you know what? I haven't heard it from too many. I don't think I've seen it from United fans, to be fair, about the Club World Cup. But Arsenal fans that were downplaying the Club World Cup from the start, are the same Arsenal fans that will downplay the Super Cup, right? And it's like, you're not entitled to down. I get why you don't rate these 2 trophies, because to be in the Super Cup or to be in the Club World Cup, you've got to win in Europe. Right?
Yeah. You still have to do something to get there.
And even when someone says, winning the Champions League is easier than winning the Club World Cup, I hear what you're saying, but ultimately it's to get in the Club World Cup. Not necessarily,
bro. I'll be honest. The Club World Cup, like Chelsea had an easy route to the final, but they had the most difficult final on paper that they could have got. Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's in a different, and you got to put it in there. It's in a different climate.
Yeah,
it's in a different climate that you are not used to playing in, and ultimately to get to the Club World Cup. I mean, City and Chelsea, they were both in it because they were the last 2 teams from the Premier League to win the Champions League, right? So again, Arsenal fans, you can't say winning the Club World Cup is easier than winning the Champions League. When you won the Champions League, you do not have the qualifications to make those type of statements.
Facts. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, nah, bro, you have to respect it. I respect what Chelsea did yesterday, and not just what they did, but how they did it, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
Bro,
slapped the shit out of them in the first half. And the second half, they just let them know that, yeah, cool. Like, you're not doing anything this half, innit? So don't even bother. That's what it was. It's not like Chelsea were trying to get 4, 5, 6, but they were set up in such a way, yeah, that they just broke PSG's spirit, bro. It almost got to a point where PSG kind of, they were getting frustrated just fouling because they kind of just accepted that they just weren't going to win.
Yeah, I saw Mendes going a bit nasty on Cole Palmer one time. I saw a couple.
Yeah, João Neves was doing some foolishness as well.
But the thing is, yeah, that as a City fan this season, and you know what, as a City fan over the last few years, one thing I've seen is when you play possession-based football, it can be beautiful to watch. But when you go 2-0 down, yeah, it can be a long day. Because if you play possession-based football and all of a sudden you've got a team that are 2-0 up, so I'm more than happy to play 10 men behind the ball, and you're having to press and press and press more to get goals, that's where you get hit on transitions. And that is exactly what happened yesterday.
And this is what's funny. And you know what, guys? You lot do a lot of watch-alongs, a lot of watch-alongs with me. And remember when I called it with Xabi Alonso as well? Because PSG do this rugby kickoff where they kick the ball to the opposition, innit? But they kick it out and then they do the high press. When you play against a team that does that, bro, you kill them in transition with direct, incisive passing. That's how you kill them. And I told you, that's how Atalanta were going to kill Alonso in the final when he killed him like that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they do. That super high aggressive press, yeah, it looks cute, yeah, until you play up against a team that don't want to play 50 passes to get the ball to the edge of the other box.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Just fucking hoof it, bro.
Look at City look at City against Al Hilal. Similar thing, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. This possession football can be beautiful, can be absolutely beautiful at times. But, you know, I've always said it with City. And you know what? Up until this season, we've been because of the resources we had, we've been able to do the high press. We've been able to camp in other teams' halves because we had Kyle Walker to chase back and stop counters, right? The minute something goes wrong with that, it's very easy to get at you. And if you come up against a team that can defend well and can transition and be clinical, it's a long day. And Cole Palmer, that was why Cole Palmer was so important yesterday.
Oh man, he was ridiculous, bro. Obviously, guys, we got Don coming through next. I've been telling him about Cole Palmer on the right wing. He keeps pulling out this underlying metrics bollocks, telling me Cole Palmer in the middle, bro. Like, listen, Cole Palmer on that right wing is devastating. And this is just what it is. When he starts in the traffic, he's not the same player as when he drifts into the traffic, man. And you've seen it with the body feints and the fake shots, bro. He sat down 2 people and snooker shot that in the corner, man. He looked like the player the season before last that I was raving about. Last season, people were getting onto him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never turn my back on him, bro. And this is a perfect segue, bro. Jack Grealish, innit? This guy's been one of my favorite players, like, since forever, innit? Since Aston Villa. And obviously the videos come out of the City fans talking to him and stuff like that. And obviously the general consensus is that Pep's trying to force him out the club. And like, bro, like, what's going on? Do you think that he'll definitely leave? Because the fact that he got left out of the squad,
he's gone, bro. He's gone.
It seems like your fans actually quite like him.
Oh yeah, bro. This is the whole thing. But especially if you're talking the Manchester fans, so remember that concert was at Manchester.
Your Manchester fans I'm speaking about specifically.
Game-going fans, yeah, we all love him. We all love him, yeah. Like, and even now, like I'll say it's time for him to go. It's not that I want him to go. It's that I saw City last season where last season the team was screaming for Jack Grealish, right? With the injuries we had and everything, it was screaming for Jack Grealish, and he didn't really get any game time. So what's the point in, like, I would like him to stay, and I'd probably still put him in my starting 11, right? But if you know your manager's not going to do that, because last season when we needed him more than ever, and he still didn't do that, it's definitely not going to happen this season. So there's no point in him staying. And for Jack Grealish, I don't want to see him sound. I don't want to see an unhappy Jack Grealish. I don't want to see Jack Grealish wasted on the bench. And furthermore, for me as a fan and a content creator, I don't want to be on streams arguing with the City fans that are, oh, he's just a drunk English guy, and like finding myself have to back him and argue with City fans. Like my whole thing with Kyle Walker was, I wish that Kyle Walker went at the end of last season, so that it didn't. I don't ever like things turning sour with players that I rate.
Yeah,
and where your fan base is turning on him and whatever. Like, and that is how it is with Grealish at the moment.
Yeah, it's sad, bro.
I don't know, man. It's one of them ones where, like, there is. I'm not going to blame Pep because obviously Grealish has been given more rope than most footballers would be given by a football club. Like he has taken the piss at times, and you know.
I hear that, but at the same time, yeah, I think a player like Grealish, I think you need to know how to manage him. And Pep was never the right coach for him, bro. You know what I mean? He was never the right coach for him in the first place. And it's weird. I don't understand why players and also players' representatives don't look at these kind of things when they get their players' moves. Do you know what I'm saying? Because character-wise, Grealish was never the right fit for Pep Guardiola. Never.
No.
Like, when's the last time, yeah, and don't say Messi, that he's had a maverick that he's just allowed to just go and play football, bro? He just doesn't really do that, bro. Do you know what I mean? You can say that to a certain degree. He gave De Bruyne freedom at Man City, but if De Bruyne gets freedom, no one else gets it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if Jack was given the freedom that Kevin was given, yeah, for all them years, I reckon we would have seen a much better Jack Grealish at Man City.
Do you know what? Right. So let's be completely 100. The reason why Cole Palmer, and anyone that wants to disagree with me in the comments, no problem with your opinions. I'm talking facts from people I know that are very close with Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer left Manchester City because him and Pep did not get on. Right? And all that Cole Palmer can say in the press now, and all that Pep can say in the press now about, I didn't want to go and all this crap. No. Yeah. So Cole Palmer moved September. In March, April that season, I got told by his best friends, Cole Palmer wants to leave Manchester City and go to Germany. Yeah, it wasn't, and it was partly Pep, because him and Pep didn't really see eye to eye. And it was partly also that he wanted to get away from Manchester, right? He wanted to get away from Manchester and his boys, because Cole Palmer is an estate boy, right? He's always back in Withenshaw all the time, and he felt he needed to concentrate on football and really knuckle down. He thought Germany would be the best place, but it was Pep. Like, certain players, I even remember the Super Cup, the final that actually Cole Palmer scored in to equalise against Seville, right? But Cole Palmer started on the right wing that game, which is personally where I think he's best as well. However, Pep had him hugging the line the whole game, right? Until the second half. And the second half, where he seemed to be given a little bit more freedom, all of a sudden Cole Palmer came alive, right? But that was the thing. Cole Palmer's the type of player that does not suit... he doesn't suit a system which is so, so rigid. And, and I knew this from, you know what? I remember the first goal I saw Cole Palmer score for City. It was I think it was in a Carabao Cup or FA Cup, and he was driving through the middle of the pitch, and I think he had like Mahrez on the right screaming for the ball. He had, I don't know, someone like De Bruyne on the left screaming for the ball. And Cole Palmer just said, nah, mate, top bins himself, right? And from I saw that, I thought, this is not the type of player that Pep's going to be able to work with, because he's someone that backs himself so much, He backs himself more than he backs the system. Yeah. And this is where, like, I guess with Grealish a little bit, Grealish joined a Manchester City that were absolutely thriving. And I guess you could say to a certain extent, when Grealish joined City, he didn't back himself over Pep and the system. to rise above it. He's did the okay. I'm going to listen to the manager. You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
play.
he became a shell of what we knew him to be.
Yeah, and it was perfect for the system, by the way. It was absolutely perfect for the system. Anyone that tries to downplay Grealish that season, the Athletic did these sick moving diagrams, right, of that season, the way that Grealish played, the way that Haaland played, and the way that De Bruyne played, and the way that Gundogan played, right, and their roles. And it was like, it showed Jack Grealish with the ball on the left-hand side, and it would show a dotted line to where the defenders would think Jack Grealish is going to go, right? And the first defender would go that way, backup would also come in to go that way, right? Then Grealish would just pop the ball back to Gundogan, who had so much space because Grealish had dragged 2-3 men out of position, and then Gundogan would have all the time in the world to just fucking deliver the perfect ball for Haaland, right? And it would never really be spoke about what Grealish was doing. But for the system, it was perfect. Because I've always said Grealish is like a magnet, right? Players just seem to be attracted to him. When he has the ball at his feet, players just start drifting towards him. And it just creates space for everyone else.
Yeah, 100%. He creates space by drawing the opposition out of position. And he has amazing timing. He knows when to release the ball.
Yeah.
Or if he's not releasing the ball, he's winning a foul. You very rarely see him get the ball, take too long, dilly-dally, and he gets robbed of it. Like, he understands his spatial awareness and his timing and everything is so good, man. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, real talk. And do you know what it is as well? He knows how to carry the ball he'll carry the ball and he'll put his body in a position where it's like, listen, if you're to get this ball, you have to take me out. Right?
It's that safe side dribble. He knows how to keep his body between the defender and the ball at all times. So the ball's always on the safe side. Always. You know what I mean? And then occasionally he can still take it down the outside as well. That's the thing. He can take it down the outside across his body, then he gets his body back in front of the ball. Like, the way he dribbles, it's pretty much impossible to win the ball without fouling.
It's the way he carries the ball. But you know, the thing for me that changed, and people will say it's Pep, right? But the one side of his game that confuses me the most is, I recently saw a compilation of Grealish at Villa. And some of the finishing from him, was unbelievable, right? From the minute he got at City, whenever he tried, it's like he'd forgot how to strike the ball. Right, and I think personally that was confidence. I think
100% is confidence, bro.
Confidence out of him, because
100% is confidence.
Thinking, like, it's like little thing like Grealish at City never seemed to be able to bend the ball into the far corner, right? But then you go and watch clips of him at Villa, he was doing that regularly, and it was just the confidence of. I guess if ultimately you're not shooting as much, you lose your confidence, and that's the thing for me. That's where Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer never lost his own confidence. Like,
he didn't
himself.
He wasn't there long enough. Do you know what I'm saying? He wasn't there long enough for Pep to try because what Pep does, he gets the player, he strips them back for parts, and then he rebuilds them. This is what he always does. And that's why a lot of the time when new players come in, he doesn't really start them. I was surprised that Mamouche came in and he started so many games, because usually Pep will bring you in, you'll be on the bench for 6 months, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Recently, he's done it a bit more where players are starting a bit more. But you are right, he does do that. And that's the thing. I think with Marmoush, at the price we paid for Marmoush and the wage that Marmoush was on, Pep like Marmoush was always going to start. The one that's interesting for me next season is going to be Cherki, because he only costs 35 million. You can afford to bench a 35 million player, right? So I'm interested to see how much Cherki gets used next season.
Yeah, I have a hunch that he probably doesn't play as much football as people think.
Like I said, bro, at 30. He was our cheapest signing so far, So there's not going to be that pressure from above. You know, why have we bought this 70 million player. Why are we paying this player this much? Like, pretty certain, like Reinders is going to be the one that's of all three. And I'm not mad at this because I rate Reinders massively as well. But Reinders is going to be the one that is a guaranteed nail on start of most games.
Yeah,
it's not going to be Cherki. And you know what? The thing is, we've got the Club World Cup as proof of that. Reinders started, I think, pretty much every game. Cherki, I think, started one, came on as sub in a couple, or maybe started two. So, yeah, we will see. Yeah, but Grealish, I think he's going to be going. It's just where he's going to go. See Forest interested in him, Tottenham interested in him, Everton interested in him. We'll see. We will see.
Is that? And I remember you said before, but is Everton really realistic? Like, where Everton projected to even finish next season, bro?
So I got told at the FA Cup final. I got told that, and remember the final this year was 2 weeks before the season ended. Yeah, I got told that Grealish to Manchester United, was a real thing, right?
But it's Champions League dependent or something.
It was Champions League dependent, yeah. Now the reason why it was a real thing is firstly because he was really pissed off with City, right? And secondly because Grealish's missus is very, very settled in the house that she's in Manchester, and has said, "Nah, this is like I don't want to leave here." Now, she wouldn't need if you went to Man United, if you went to Everton, if you went to Liverpool, she wouldn't need to leave there. They're all Northwest. They're like where their house is as well, Audley Edge. Like it's not a lot of footballers.
Yeah, all the footballers from those clubs will all live in the same kind of area anyway.
Yeah, so that could be a thing. Obviously, you didn't get Champions League football, so I do know that he loves the Northwest. So that now is Everton the right thing? I don't know. I think he'd look good at Everton. I think for someone that maybe has been fighting with game time, if he goes to Everton, like that says, it's a marquee signing. He's guaranteed to start at Everton.
Yep.
And he's guaranteed to not be playing against low blocks at Everton.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed to look good at Everton, and then that gives him the chance to maybe push for a place in the England squad for the World Cup. I'm with you. Really, Jack, do you want to go from, doing a 4-peat and a treble to being at Everton? I don't know. Yeah.
Not really.
Nah.
Not really. That's my thing, innit? So when I'm looking at it, I'm in two minds. I'm not really sure, bro. I wouldn't want to see that, bro. As much as I think we might see an amazing version of Jack, because you know what I mean? Like, remember when Payet was at West Ham and stuff like that? Sometimes when you got a player that's just at a club like that, or JJ at Bolton, it's like sometimes you just got a player that they're too good to be there, but you know what? It suits them to be there, and sometimes you just see the best version of them in teams like that.
Oh, listen, for everyone that's been killing Jack Grealish for his GA, I could see, if you went to Everton, you could be looking at a 15-goal.
Yeah, he'll do a madness there. He'll just have complete freedom. Yeah. He'll have literally the key to Goodison or whatever the new stadium's going to be called. Yeah. They'll absolutely smash it.
Get a couple of goals, and all of a sudden get that confidence back, and he could be bagging there regularly. Like,
100%. And what Moyes went back in it.
Yeah, Moyes is back there now. That's what I'm saying. I do think. So Jack Grealish is a hard-working player as well, by the way. He gets back and puts a shift in. So ball carrying quality, he could work under Moyes. But like we said, it's, do you really want to go from doing what you were doing at City to playing at Everton, where even with Jack Grealish, they could still be battling for relegation, right?
And we don't want to, bro. Personally, I don't want to see that shit.
Nah,
you know what I mean? I don't want to see Jack in no relegation team. That's That's the only thing, because surely, bro, he's too good to be in that situation. So
Yeah.
don't
Where
know,
else? I
mate.
mean, where would I like Jack Grealish to go? I'd like him to go to. Well, there's two places for me personally. Like, so I chat with Grealish's brother every now and again, and like, I know deep down, like the settling of everything at Aston Villa to go back and. Because although I know everyone will say, "Oh no, Villa fans wouldn't want him back." Trust me, yeah.
Oh, mate.
Well, the game going, Birmingham Aston Villa fans, yeah, they remember Jack Grealish single-handedly as captain, bringing them back to the Premier League, right? They remember my man taking a punch from a Birmingham fan and then going and scoring the winner, yeah.
And the knee slide, bro, man, remember that.
That's what I'm saying. So and they all know his dad is a diehard Villa fan. His brother is a diehard Villa fan. If he goes back to Aston Villa, yeah, bro, they will open him back with open arms. So I'd love that for him and the family. But I like the idea of Jack to Napoli. I like the idea of Jack
He
to
would
Napoli.
absolutely cook there, bro. But it's whether he seems like the kind of guy that he likes his home comforts, innit? That's the only thing.
Yeah,
like it's about more than football at this point.
Yeah. And it is a real thing with him as well. Like he does, like, look, Jack Grealish does like a drink. There's no point in acting like he doesn't. He does. Maybe it might. Do you know what, Bo? I think Italy might be the right place. I could see it working in Italy. Like, firstly, the whole Mrs. thing. If she does, tempt to, bro.
To be honest, Naples, is nicer than fucking Manchester.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Right now, it's July, yeah? You know what, babe? Come to Napoli with me and see what you think of the place. Bro, take her over there. She's going to be going, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm more than happy to move out here. De Bruyne's there with his missus. They already know each other.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Forgot about the De Bruyne thing. That just makes too much sense.
They've even got, like, McTominay there, who I have no doubt, look, these Manchester players, whether they play for City and United or not, they all go out.
They know each other.
They know each other, yeah. So McTominay's there. They've also got Billy Gilmore there. Like, it's, for me, but then also with the discipline of Italians, that might help Jack a little bit, like a different climate and everything. From what I've heard, the only problem is I have heard that in Italy, like after training, they often go out for a glass of wine and that might not be too good for him. But
yeah, lifestyle wise, it's very different over there, man, and that's why they tend to play longer as well. Do you know what I mean? A lot more disciplined, and it will definitely add some years on his career. There's no two ways about it, but. It's whether he would be up leaving. I'm not so sure.
I think as well, if you take Grealish out of England and out of Manchester or out of Birmingham, you are taking him away from his mates. Yeah. So, but he's still no De Bruyne there, and we all know De Bruyne is, he's a model footballer, so he's not going to have Jack out on the lash, but Jack would still have a friend there. I think it could work. I do think it could work, but. The ultras would, the ultras would adore him, innit?
Yeah, bro, because he's a match winner, bro. Even Pep said it. Like, he said it in the treble winning season. Like, Jack stepped up so many times, innit? And it's just one of them things where he has got the temperament. He did it for Villa. Do you know what I mean? He's the kind of player that can put a team on his back when you need him.
He is, bro. Like, bro, the fact he got punched in the head in a derby and just said, cool, I ain't going to react. I'm just going to score the winner. That for me, like, that's mentality. And bringing them back from the championship when he was I swear he was like 20, 21 at that point when he captained Villa back to the Premier League at that age, yeah? And even more so, when you are a diehard fan of a club, of course it'll give you more want to get that team back to the Premier League, but it's also a lot of pressure because you care even more. And he managed to control that pressure at a young age. So I don't know, man. I think there's one more twist to Jack Grealish's career before he retires. So I hope, like, look, let me be clear. If someone said to me right now, look, I've seen the future, Jack Grealish is going to stay at City, and next season out of nowhere, Pep's going to start playing him regularly, right? And even more so if you said in an 8 role or a 10 role, I'd be like, yes, perfect. That is the ideal. But I know it's not going to happen. Like, because after the, I think it was the start of last season, I think Pep said to Grealish, because after the treble, Grealish had a bit of a quiet season. And I heard that Pep said to him at the start of last season, I really need you. You've just had a kid. I need you to step up. And we're going to need you more than ever this season. And I think that is where it all went wrong, that Grealish didn't step up. Grealish then had a few instances of going out on the lash and whatever. And that's where him and Pep just went, cool. Do you know what? I've said to you, after one bad season, I'm going to need you next season. You weren't there for me. And that's why by Christmas he'd said, that's it. So they have to go their separate ways now. But yeah, where he goes, bro, do you know what? As long as he doesn't go to you lot, Liverpool or Arsenal, I don't care.
Yeah, well, I don't think he'll go Liverpool. I don't know. Liverpool aren't in for. Well, I haven't heard no links. Arsenal are probably apparently getting Rodrigo and Eze and fucking everyone else, so he won't end up there. And yeah, like I haven't heard any links.
No, not too long now.
Apart from the little murmurs of, I think it was Martin Tyler or something like that.
It was Martin Tyler. It was who were the two that got sacked from Sky Sports? Was it Andy Gray?
Andy Gray, Martin Tyler.
Yeah, it was them. The thing is, he wouldn't go. I feel like the period where there were the links to Man United was when he was at his angriest with the club, right? Whereas, like, I think once he sat down with people, I think they would probably say, look, really, like, do you want to tarnish your whole, like, the treble, everything? Like, because City fans love you for what you did in that treble season. You go Man United, like I just said, all the Mancs, all the game-going fans love Jack Grealish. You go Man United, all that love's gone instantly, bro. The minute you arrive at the Swamp, hate you. Like, fuck you. If you're going to them, man, it's that simple. So I don't think he would go there.
It's a strange one, because even the fact that he would have entertained coming to United in the first place. Obviously, you lot took Tevez from us, so I would absolutely love it if we could take Jack Grealish. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think Grealish is past it, but I don't. I think like even the little cameos under Carsley for England, it showed you that Grealish has still got a lot to offer football.
Bro, I swear there's a couple of games he played in for us last season in a central role. I wouldn't say no.
Pep used him there a few times.
Forest was our best player. Leicester at home, our best player. Man of the match performances in both of them. But then he got dropped for weeks straight afterwards. That was a baffling thing. So yeah, I don't think he'll go to you. Like, I don't know. I just want Napoli, but do you know what? The one I could see slyly would be Forest as well.
You know what?
Morgan Gibbs-White goes.
Morgan Gibbs-White's left, and Alanga. Well, he's leaving, and Alanga's left, innit? Or he's leaving.
Yeah. I know.
They could afford him.
They've shown an interest in him, bro. Like, I think Jack Grealish's book price is, I think, 33.75 million. Yeah, at City. So City will accept anything over that. In fact, City will snatch your hands off at anything over that because of the fact that he's one of our highest paid players. Yeah. If we don't sell him, we're going to be loaning him out and probably paying a quarter of his wage or half his wage, right?
Sure.
So if someone comes in and says to this City board, a player that didn't go on the Club World Cup, only started a handful of games last season, and you're going to get above the book value and you're going to get that wage, City would be going, take him right now. And you think about it, bro, if they sell Morgan Gibbs-White for the release clause of 60 million and they get Jack Grealish for 35, 40 million.
Yeah, they've got a better player.
They've got a better player and they've got profit.
Yeah, 100%. You see this? Is this confirmed now for sure? This Europa League stuff? Because people keep talking about it.
Yeah, what, for Forest?
Yes.
Yeah, bro, they're the snitches of the league, innit?
They are. Hey, this owner, like I was speaking to my brother earlier, because obviously he's pissed off with the Morgan Gibbs White thing. But I
he's
said,
gone
bro,
and snitched on that one as well.
I think the Forest owner needs to be careful, yeah, because he's making a lot of enemies, in England, and it's like it just takes somebody to do a bit of digging up on him because you know that he's a crook.
Bro, I've said this so many times. Bro, when you ask a Forest fan, what do you make his money from? They say logistics, yeah? Right. Well, anyone that makes big money out of logistics, yeah, they're moving bodies, they're moving drugs, and they're moving people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and weapons, right?
Yes.
That's how that, bro. You don't make multi millions by logistics, yeah, by moving fridges, bro, unless there's something in the fridge.
Man said furniture removal and that. You know what I'm saying?
What's in the furniture?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't lying, bro. Man's got bricks in the cushions, bro. I'm telling you.
Furthermore, he's got links. Hasn't he got links to, like, he's got links in the south of France and that as well? Fuck off, bro. The guys, bro, you've seen, like, he's putting it on referees when he's back in, where is it? He's Greek, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Bro, the guy's dodgy as hell. The guy is dodgy. This is what I'm saying. The fact even that he's calling out Crystal Palace, yeah, for multi-club ownership as a multi-club owner, yeah, is just fucking wild as well. Like, it's...
Yeah, they're saying he owns Olympiacos as well. Yeah, bro, listen, he's dirty, bro. You can see it from a mile away, innit?
Bro,
like, it's not even...
The way
it's not even discreet, bro.
With the white shirt on, like almost undone, belly popping out, not giving a shit, bro. If he had a hot dog and got orange, like ketchup and mustard on his shirt, he wouldn't change shirt. He'd just be like, yeah, what? Like, bro, he looks like a mafia boss. He does,
bro. Spaghetti, innit? Spaghetti sauce on his white tee and that.
Yeah,
it's crazy. He does look like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? So the way he's moving as well, like. It's just like he's not scared of no one. That's how I know, yeah, that this guy's around bad people all the time because he's creating bad enemies here and he doesn't give a toss, you know the ones, because he deals with better people than some of these guys, isn't it?
Facts. That's it. It's like, oh, this is all a game to me. Like,
yeah.
This is not. You think I'm making my money out of Nottingham Forest? No. I'm not making my money out of Nottingham Forest, but I'm still making money. By dealing with badder people than any of these clubs' owners. Like, if Roman was about, maybe he'd hold his tongue a little bit. But Roman's not about no more.
No, facts. And this is what it is, bro. The way he chiefed up Nuno on the last day when he thought they missed out on Europe was crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So you could see that Nuno was genuinely scared of man. So it tells you everything, innit, about this guy. So it's funny to see what...
Like the Watford owners. Remember the Watford? I don't know if Watford have been taken over now, but remember the Watford owners?
They've had a few owners, Watford, though, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, bro, the ones that are from Italy. They're mafia.
Oh, yeah, they did. They came in and then I swear they brought in an Italian coach.
Yeah, bro, they're mafia. They are mafia. Like, full-on mafia. That's why players are just getting... Yeah, the Pozzo family, that's it. Bro, but this is the whole thing. When people start trying to throw shade on, but City's owners, you know, if we're being completely 100, yeah, I remember my mum, like, once when I was younger and I'd just come back from a holiday and my mum felt that I needed a job to stop me from going on any more holidays, right? And one of her friends was like, my husband said, he's got a job for him. And my mum was like, no, you're not going.
Nah.
The money they have, they have that money from a certain, like, if you're that rich. And this is so
100%. When the man got that kind of money and they're like, I got a job for you, bro, you're delivering stuff. It's long.
Yeah. And there we go. So City owners are funding a genocide in Sudan, sadly. This is a thing. Like, and I won't sit here. I don't know enough about it, but I won't sit here and say, all right, yeah, you know what? No, our owners are squeaky clean. To get the amount of money you have to get to be owning football clubs, yeah? And none of you have done that straight. And again, if we want to talk about the American owners, yeah, bro, like the American owners, yeah, most of the American owners are moving in a circle in America that give zero fucks about anyone.
Bro, it's facts though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even our owners, when Trump was running the first time, bro, them man donated hella bread to him. You know them man. So a lot of these guys are they're involved in people that are moving weapons, are moving all sorts. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's squeaky clean, bro. To be a billionaire in this day and age, like there's only a handful of them, yeah, that you can arguably say, you know what I'm saying, like nothing crazy underhand went on. The majority of them, something did.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is it the Crystal Palace owner? He's boys with this is the fun. He's boys with one of is it Texter that was part of the Crystal Palace consortium, or he's something to do with it. He's boys with the Nottingham Forest owner. They do business together, right? But they're still throwing each other under the bus. But yeah, so I anyway, back to, I think Forest and Grealish could have some legs. It's just if Grealish wants to go there.
And I think that it kind of, out of all the options, it kind of makes sense because they got Europe, proximity. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too far away from Birmingham.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, from Birmingham, you're right. Yeah,
it's not too far from Birmingham, and they would have lost two of their best players, so he'll be almost like the talisman. Do you know what I mean? Because I think those were the two players that had their most goal involvements, Gibbs White and Alanga. So if you take them two out of the team, you put Jack in there, he kind of fills the void that was left by them two potentially leaving.
I don't know if Jack would want Forest. That's the key. I think Forest would want Jack, and I think from a club to club situation, I think the Forest one makes the most sense. But I don't know if for Grealish it makes the most sense, because I have a feeling that next season, I mean, I think Forest might struggle a bit next season. You know, I think they're going to drop off a bit.
Yeah, they overachieved this season, so I fully expect them to struggle next season, especially with them being weakened.
Yeah.
Significantly weakened as well. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be interesting to see what they do with that money.
Yeah. I mean, they've got that player that played in the Club World Cup. Is it Jesus or?
Didn't they sign? I swear they're the team that signed like 3 Brazilians from the same team.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it is them. One of them's
that looks dodgy as fuck.
Yes, facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
That looks dodgy as fuck, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's like he was paying the owner for some bricks instead. Do you know what I mean? And he said, "Yo, like, we'll put it through as a football transaction." Do you know what I mean? And just run me 3 ballers.
Yeah,
it's not making sense. Whoever the owner of that football club is, do you know what I'm saying? He was probably moving weight, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's what he was paying for with that money. Because, bro, who wants to sign 3 ballers from the same club?
Yeah, real talk. Facts. Big facts. Well, to be fair, Chelsea do from City's academy, but that's the only other one. Or actually, Arsenal do from Chelsea. But
yeah, hey, I hear it. I mean, that's going to be a mad thing. I think.
What do you make
Arsenal, man? I think we were live yesterday when it was a "Here We Go Soon," from Fabrizio, innit, and Ornstein yesterday with Gyökeres, bro. So they're saying that's nearly wrapped up. You know what I mean? What are you making of that? What are you making of him as a player, actually? Because I haven't asked you, considering you ain't got no dog in the fight. Yeah, like, why do you think that a player with as many goals as this guy, why do you think that teams are being so cautious with signing him?
What, Gyökeres?
Yeah.
See, we had this conversation on Never a Foul earlier. I think Gyökeres is a goal scorer. Yeah, I think like on the show there was a bit of shade being trying to be thrown on him. I think he's a good player. I'm intrigued to see how Arsenal change with him going in,
right?
And they will have to change as a, you know, when Haaland joined City had to change, right? And I think Arsenal are going to have to change. Like, someone has said, "Oh yeah, but we played Havertz in the 9, we've played Moreno in the 9, and they've cool." But they are not 9s, yeah? You are getting an out-and-out 9, right? And you can tell me, even if you told me that Gyökeres is link-up plays better than Haaland's and his passing's better than Haaland's, cool, but his link-up play and his passing is not better than a midfielder, right? So if you go from playing a midfielder in the 9 to now playing an out-and-out 9 in the 9, you're going to lose something somewhere on the pitch. So that's what I think. And
But that's why they should have been looking at someone like a João Pedro or something. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They weren't looking at João Pedro or someone of that profile as opposed to looking at an out-and-out striker when Arteta's kind of stayed away from out-and-out strikers. It's almost like nothing has worked, so now he's just said, all right, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Get the 9 in it.
And this is a thing, right? I'm not saying it's not going to work, but Man City had won multiple trophies. They've done the Centurions. We've been very fluid with a false 9, right? And we went and got Haaland. And the truth is now, like, yes, we went and won things, but we had momentum when Haaland joined us, right? We already had the momentum. We had the mentality, right? At Arsenal, you don't have the mentality. You don't have the momentum. And I'm just saying, it could work, but it could also be really bad because you're going to have to change the way you play, right? Like at City, the truth is we look more fluid sometimes without Haaland, yeah?
Bruv, you look way better with Mamouche up front, in my opinion. Like, way better.
And this is a thing, yeah, that, again, Haaland worked for us to get the treble, but we had momentum. For me, it's interesting to how he's going to fit in. The fact that Arteta wanted Sesko, yeah. Like Sesko is a different player to Haaland, a completely different type of player to Haaland. So that suits the way Arteta wants to play. If you get Gyökeres, are you changing Gyökeres or are you changing the system? Because one of them is going to have to change a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one it is. As far as with Gyökeres, I think he probably gets 20 league goals plus next season for Arsenal.
I think he has to justify the system change. But my thing is, if he starts with him, yeah, and it feels like the juice isn't worth the squeeze, does he keep persevering with him when Mourinho worked so well last season?
Yep. I mean, I guess with that, we'll find out because depends on the wage Gyökeres is on, and like we know that Arsenal.
Oh, he's going to be on big wages. Arsenal's wages is crazy.
And then in that case, you're probably going to hear from, there is going to be a bit of pressure from the board that he must continue to play with him. And that will cause a bit of a... But do you know what? Look, Arsenal create a lot of chances. I do think that he will work for him. I think he'll get a lot of goals from him. The Noni one is interesting for me because obviously Arsenal fans they've been getting absolutely cooked for the Noni signing, right?
Anyone that signed Noni were going to get cooked, to be fair.
For me, I like when Elanga got sold by Forest, I saw a lot of Forest fans saying, go and put that money down on Noni, right? Now, I think Noni is a Nottingham Forest level player, right? That's what his level is. I personally don't think Noni is an Arsenal level player. I think the other reason it's really hitting the Arsenal fans is they were all so confident they're getting Rodrigo. And when you get Noni, it's now like, are you getting both? I mean, listen. If Arsenal end up getting Kepa, who's the Brentford guy they got?
They're getting linked with that, what's his name? That Mascara guy or something.
But they've already got Kepa, Zubimendi, the player they got from Brentford, the defender, I can't remember his name.
Norgard, they got the midfielder.
Sorry, the midfielder, yeah, Norgard. They're being linked with Eze. They're being linked with they're getting Noni, they're getting Gyökeres.
I don't see Noni and Eze.
And Eze, apparently they're getting
and
as well.
Gyökeres. I don't see that.
But my boy was round here the other day and I was like, honestly, who's an Arsenal fan, what do you think of the Noni sign? And he was like, you know what, as backup to Saka, I'm good with it, bro. But we were like, nah, he's playing on the left. Like, you ain't signing Noni. I don't believe Noni's leaving Chelsea to go to be Saka's backup.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Bro, he's playing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's playing. And they even said, that Arteta thinks that he's perfect for the system. So I don't think that, brother, I think that Noni's going there to start, bro. Because he's started a fair amount of games for Chelsea. So I don't think he's leaving Chelsea to be back up at Arsenal.
No, bro, in the last 12 months, in fact, I'll go as far as saying the last 9 months, maybe 8 months, I have seen Noni playing for England, right?
Yeah.
Now, any player that you have seen playing for their national side in the last 8 months going into a World Cup season is not going to a place to be back up to anyone, right? Simple. Like Noni right now has 1 foot on a plane. If not 1 foot, he's got at least 3 toes on a foot to the World Cup.
Facts.
Well, he's not going to go, yeah, cool, I'll go and sit on a bench somewhere and risk my whole World Cup. Like, no way. No way. So I don't think he's as bad as people make out. But I think...
I do, personally. I think he's awful, mate.
I think his decision making is on a level of Garnacho's, right, which is very fucking bad. Yeah,
I think he's behind Garnacho though. That's the thing. Wow. I don't rate Garnacho, but I think Garnacho's a better player than him.
It's the decision making. Like he never makes the right decision. Like he's way too selfish for me, and that's where it confuses me a little bit. For Arteta to be going, he's perfect for the Arsenal system. I think, really?
Yeah.
I mean, but even more so, listen, these wingers that like to... Another one that doesn't make sense, right? Look at Haaland and Doku, right? Doku is a take-on winger, yeah? You might say, a bit of a selfish winger, right?
Yeah.
Why are you buying Gyökeres and Noni, yeah? Because Gyökeres is going to get so frustrated with the amount of times that Noni should be looking for him and doesn't look for him.
Should be getting his head up and putting the ball somewhere or whatever, and he's tripping over the ball instead.
Bro, and that's what Noni is going to... Gyökeres is going to be losing his head at this, man, thinking, whoa, if I come to this club to be their number 9, they're missing piece, at the same time they're getting a fucking left winger that literally wants to score every single goal himself. Bro, Gyökeres is going to be losing his shit. It doesn't really make sense to me. And of course, the fact that I honestly do think, if Arsenal put an extra, 20, 25 mils, they could be getting Rodrigo.
And
if
does he go there, though?
I think so.
I think Rodrigo probably ends up Bayern Munich or Man City. I think those are the only 2 teams I see.
City, bro. We can't.
Bruv, you always say you can't, and then
we really can't. Like the homegrown thing. The only way we could do it is if Savio or Doku left the club.
Both of them or one of them?
One of them, because of the homegrown quota.
Okay.
So we'd have I'd take Rodrigo in a heartbeat, and I think if Rodrigo had the choice of Arsenal or City, I think he'd go. But I think Bayern, to me, makes the best sense for Rodrigo.
It does, and they need an upgrade on the left-hand side, man. Both Gnabry and what's his name, the French fellow, Coleman. They're not good enough.
Yeah.
They've had better days, both of them.
Yeah. Sane's gone as well, isn't he?
Yeah, well, his legs are gone. Do you know what I mean? I think he's in Turkey as well. So the 3 of them are not good enough. I think Rodrigo would be the most common sense.
Yeah, and I think there with Rodrigo, because I do think Rodrigo needs to go somewhere and become, for his own confidence, for his own pride, he needs to go somewhere and be the main man, right?
Yeah. Just be his own man at the end of the day, because at that club, do you know what I mean? You're not really allowed to be a big personality if you're not the marquee player. Do you know what I mean? You almost have to shrink at that club to stay there.
Facts. Big facts. And that is the Club World Cup confirms it, to be honest with you, with the game time players we're getting and the game time Rodrigo got.
Nasty.
If he goes to Bayern, he starts for Bayern, he will get a good wage at Bayern, and he's still playing for a team with European heritage, guaranteed Champions League football every season. Look, he goes Arsenal. Right now, it's all well and good at Arsenal saying Arsenal guaranteed Champions League football. They're not, right? I'm pretty certain next season we might not have 5 Champions League places. Yeah, we
probably won't. Even though Chelsea winning that tournament wouldn't have done us any fucking.
No, wouldn't have. You're right.
Wouldn't have done us any problems. You know what I mean? It would have done us no harm whatsoever.
But in the Premier League, being real with you, like, listen, I'm a City fan. We nearly didn't get Champions League football last season. So, whereas in Germany, Bayern Munich are guaranteed Champions League football every season.
Yep.
Hold on. Sorry,
it's going to be interesting anyway, man.
Someone in the comments saying, so Daps, you're telling us the only thing standing between us signing Rodrigo is fucking off Doku. Come on, man. That's a no-brainer. I agree with you, bro, but that doesn't mean it can happen. Like, there's this thing that a lot of people don't get, right? That, like, the conversations I'm having all the time about people are saying City need to get rid of this player, City need to get rid of that player, City need to get rid of this player. And then they say, you know, we got rid of De Bruyne, so why haven't we got rid of Gundogan, or why haven't we got rid of? And it's very simple, right? De Bruyne's contract was up, right?
Yeah.
Very easy to get rid of a player whose contract is over. You just do nothing and they're gone.
Yeah, because they're on their way out anyway.
Yeah. And then, so then, whether it be Stones, whether it be Gundogan, whether it be Kovacic, even if you want to say Doku, all these players, yeah, they're contracted to Manchester City, right? They are on a contract, yeah. Now, if, like, John Stones, a good example, he's on 300k a week, right? If we say to John Stones, right, you know what, you're not going to play for the rest of the season, we're not going to play you this season, John Stones could go, cool. No problem. I will stay here on 300k a week. And
he's homegrown, so you need him for the quota anyway.
Yeah. But then he'll be like, and next summer, I'll go somewhere on a free and pocket all the money myself.
Yeah,
so
they're signing on fee, yep.
Like, I hear you. Would I take Rodrigo over Doku? Yes, but you can't make another club come in for a player. You can hope. You can say, guys, these guys are for sale. Do any of you want them? But you can't make someone come and offer. So, I don't know. I can't see Rodrigo staying. I think he goes Bayern for me. I think he has to.
No,
I've seen the Liverpool links though. Have you seen them?
Not really, but you know, it is with Liverpool. I'm just not really sure what's real and what's not. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because they got linked with Florian Wirtz. They got Florian Wirtz, but it's an unprecedented window for Liverpool to be going out splashing bare money. I think the Wirtz was what these men are calling a market opportunity. I don't think they're going to go out and spend loads of like money. I just think that the Wirtz deal was there. They could make it, so they made it. I don't think that they're going to be going out spending upwards of 80 million on multiple players. That's not Liverpool's model. It never has been.
Nah, I don't. I hear you. When I start seeing, we still might get Rodrigo and Isaac, I think it's all well and good for clicks on YouTube and that.
Yeah, that's it. Nah.
Yeah.
I think they've shot their load, man, as far as big signings are. Do you know what I mean? So it'll just be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But guys, we're not going to miss a damn thing. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Obviously, we're staying for Footy Talk with Don, and there has been some United updates on the Mbumo situation. So I'm sure we'll speak about it there. What you got coming up as well for the rest of the day?
No, I'm off for the rest of the day. Never a Foul be live probably tonight at 9 or 10. So get over to Never a Foul, multi-club content. And I'll be back on We Are the South Stand, mine and Steve's channel. I've just put it in the chat as well. And it's
I'll put it in the title as well.
We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10:30 in the morning. Just to give a... Bro, right now with City... There's nothing, bro. The biggest news is that Ruben Diaz is on the fucking front page of Forbes. The end.
That's it. So yeah, people, make sure you go and follow Daps and Steve's channel. The link is in the title and in the chat. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Make sure you hit the like on this one and hit a like on the next one back to back.